Hello, and welcome to this tutorial for the Assignment Tracker spreadsheet. My name is Tony, and I'm the creator behind Top Sheets. I design spreadsheets for both Google Sheets and Excel, focused on helping with productivity, organization, school, business, lifestyle, and more. On my shop dashboard, you can see the range of templates I've created to make planning and tracking easier. In this video, we're focusing on the Assignment Tracker spreadsheet. This template is perfect for high school or college students who want to stay on top of deadlines, stay organized, and manage their academic tasks. I'll walk you through how to access the template, how to use each part of it, and I'll also share some tips, tricks, and customization options so you can adapt it to your needs. The Assignment Tracker template is made up of 5 main tabs. First is the Intro tab. Here, you will find detailed written instructions, tips, and guidance to get started quickly, as well as a link to get in contact with me for any questions. Next is the Start tab. This acts as your setup page where you'll input your classes, assignment types, and any grading information you want to track. Then we have the Log tab. This is your main workspace. It's where you enter all of your details for each of your assignments, including due dates, grades, and completion status. Then you have the Assignment Overview tab. This gives you a clear summary of all your assignments, including progress tracking, completion rates, and workload at a glance. And then finally, we have our Calendar tab. This displays your assignments in a calendar view so you can visually see due dates across the month. Together, these tabs give you both a detailed log and a big picture view of your assignments for the school year. First and foremost, I'm going to show you how to access your template. After purchasing the assignment tracker from Etsy, you'll receive a PDF download that looks similar to this one. This PDF is included with your order and can be found in your Etsy account under Purchases and Reviews. You'll also get an email from Etsy with the download link. Just click the download and open the file on your computer or device. Inside the PDF, you'll see direct links to both versions of the spreadsheet, one for Google Sheets and one for Microsoft Excel. These links are not interchangeable. The Google Sheets link will only work in Google Sheets, and the Excel link will only work in Excel. However, the spreadsheet works virtually the same way on both platforms, so you can choose whichever one you prefer. For this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating using the Google Sheets version, but keep in mind that the steps apply almost exactly to Excel too. Because these are template links, you won't immediately be able to edit the file that you open. The first step is always to make your own personal copy. This ensures that you can enter your information without affecting the original template. If you're using Google Sheets, click the associated link in the PDF. This will open up a preview of the template in your browser. From here, you'll either see a button like this that says Use Template, or if you're just viewing the sheet, go to the top menu and click File, and then Make a Copy. Once you make a copy, the template is fully yours to edit, and you can rename it or move it to any folder in your Google Drive. Important note for mobile users. If you're trying to open the Google Sheets version directly on a phone or tablet, sometimes it doesn't save properly to your drive right away. I recommend opening the link on a computer first, making your copy there, and then you'll be able to access it normally in the Google Sheets mobile app. If you're using Excel, the link in the PDF will open the file in Excel Online. From there, you can click File, Create a Copy online to save it to your OneDrive, or choose Download a Copy to save it directly to your computer. Keep in mind, the desktop Excel app requires a paid subscription. If you do not have one, you can continue using Excel Online for free, or use the Excel app for the phone or tablet instead. Once you've made a copy, you'll have your own editable version of the template, whether in Excel Online or on your desktop Excel app. So just remember, open the PDF from your Etsy purchase, click the link for either Google Sheets or Excel, and then make your own copy before entering any data. This ensures you'll always have access to a clean master copy, which I may update with new features or improvements, and a personal copy that you can use for your own assignments. Once you've saved your copy, whether in Google Sheets or Excel, you're ready to start customizing and using your assignment tracker. Let's start with the Intro tab. Here, you'll find detailed written instructions on how to use your template. Since this video serves as your step-by-step guide, I won't go too deep into this tab right now. But if you ever need a quick reference, this is the place to check. At the very top, you'll also see a link to my Etsy store. That's the easiest way to reach me if you have any questions. Just click through and send me a message. Next up is the Start tab, which acts as your setup page. This is where you can customize your assignment tracker. At the top, you'll see a language dropdown. Many of my templates are available in English, German, Spanish, and French, so you can pick the language that you prefer. Just note, the written instructions on the Intro tab and the tab names won't change here. To have those in another language, you need to purchase that specific language version of the template, which you can find in my Etsy store. Below that, you'll see the version number. This shows you when your copy of the assignment tracker was last updated. Right under it is the new template link. If I've released an update, you can click that link to access the latest version. To check, simply compare the version number in your template with the one in the new template link. You'll also notice a checkbox called Highlight Editable Fields. When you check this, the cells that you can edit will turn green. This is really helpful if you're unsure about which parts you should change versus which ones are locked with formulas. If you ever try to edit a locked cell, Excel or Google Sheets will stop you, but the highlight tool makes it easy to know exactly where to focus. Now let's look at a few more customization options on the Start tab. You'll notice a Start of Week dropdown. This lets you choose whether your calendar tab begins on Sunday or Monday, depending on your preference. Next, we have assignment types. A few examples are already listed, but you can edit or add as many as you'd like. These become drop-down options in your log, so you can quickly categorize assignments. You'll also see a section for grades. A default list is included, but you can change this to match your school's grading scale. Again, these will act as drop-downs when you log assignments. Then we have progress options. By default, you'll see statuses like done, in progress, not started, and overdue. But you can fully customize these. For example, maybe you'd rather use complete instead of done, or late instead of overdue. Below that, you can set up your course information. Here, you'll enter a short course ID, something like Kim 101, and then the full course name next to it. This makes it easy to quickly log assignments without having to look at long class names every time. And finally, there's a section for holidays and no school days. Here, you'll list the dates your school or university is closed, along with the label. For example, you might enter January 1st as the date and New Year's Day as the label. These will automatically show up on your calendar, so you'll always know when classes are not in session. Now let's take a look at the Assignment Log tab. This is where you'll enter all the details for each of your assignments. To log an assignment, start by entering the due date. Double-click the date cell and select the desired date from the calendar pop-up. If an invalid date is entered, a red flag will appear in the cell. Be sure to correct it so the assignment logs properly. If the cell's date format changes accidentally, simply copy the format from a previous cell and paste it to fix it. You can also add a time if you'd like, though that part is optional. Next, select the course the assignment belongs to. This dropdown pulls directly from the courses you set up on the Start tab. You'll also select the assignment type, again using the options you created earlier. Then, give the assignment a name. For example, something like Exam 1. And that's all it takes to log a new assignment. You can also come back to the log later to track grades. Once an assignment is graded, just use the grade dropdown to select the result based on the grading scale you set up earlier. The progress column updates automatically depending on what you've entered so far. When you first log an assignment, it defaults to your first incomplete status. If you're using the default status names on the Start tab, then it'll show as in progress. Once you enter a grade, it automatically switches to your complete status. For example, done. Of course, you can always override this and manually update the progress dropdown if you want to reflect something different. There's also a notes section for each assignment. This is a great place to add reminders like review before final exam or turn in early for extra credit. And once you've logged your assignments here, all of that information will automatically flow into your assignment overview tab, which is what we'll look at next. This is what the assignment overview tab looks like. Here, you'll see all the information reformatted from your assignment log inputs. This tab automatically pulls all your data from the log tab, organizes it, and gives you tools to filter and visualize your assignments so you can stay on top of your work. In this dashboard, you can also filter what assignments show up, as well as what assignments are being reflected in each of the charts. So here we have options like month, year, and course. You can either select all for months to show all the assignments that you've logged for that entire year, or you can specify which month by clicking the dropdown and selecting a specific month. As you can see, when I select February, only the assignments that were logged for February would show up. You can also change the year. So it currently says 2026, but if I were to put 2027 and look ahead, all the assignments that are logged for 2027 would show up here. You can also filter by course to see only the assignments for a particular class. For example, if I were to select a course like Chem 101, all assignments and charts on this tab would update accordingly. You'll also notice today's date and the number of assignments due today, so you can quickly see what's urgent. There's another dropdown for Show Completed Assignments, where you can choose Yes or No. Selecting No will hide any assignments that are already complete, so you can focus just on what still needs your attention. Next to the main outline, you'll find several charts and tables that help you visualize your progress. We have the To Be Completed chart. This is a donut chart showing you how many of your assignments are completed, in progress, or overdue to give you a quick status overview. We have the Upcoming Due Dates table. This is a table showing your first 8 assignments that haven't been completed yet, sorted by due date, so you can quickly see what's coming up and plan your time effectively. And lastly, we have the Grade Breakdown chart. If you choose to track grades, this chart shows exactly how many assignments fall into each grade, so you can see your performance at a glance. There's also a filter tool below the charts. You can filter by course, assignment type, due date, progress, or grade. For example, if you select Type and then choose Exam, all exams would highlight in the dashboard. This makes it easier to focus on a specific type of assignment without getting overwhelmed by everything else. Or, if you filter by due date and select something like within 7 days, all assignments that are due within the next week will be highlighted. Toward the bottom of the template, you'll see a list of all your assignments based on the filters you've applied. They're sorted by due date for easy reference, and any assignments that are completed will appear crossed out, so you can quickly distinguish what's done from what's still pending. Finally, there's actually a hidden notes column. If you click the arrows between columns P and R, it'll unhide. This is helpful if you heavily use the notes section in the log tab, as it lets you see your reminders, study tips, or other notes for each assignment directly in the overview. To hide the column again, simply right-click and select Hide Column. Our last tab is the Calendar tab. Here, you get an academic overview of all your assignments by month, allowing you to quickly see upcoming deadlines and plan your schedule. In the upper right corner, you'll find options to specify the month and year that you want to view. You can also choose whether to display which course each assignment belongs to. If you select Yes for the Show Course option, the course name will appear next to each assignment on the calendar, giving you more context to each assignment. Additionally, any no school days or holidays that you entered on the Start tab will automatically appear here on the calendar. This makes it easy to see when you won't have classes, so you can plan your assignments and study time more effectively. Now that we've covered all of the tabs, let's dive into some tips and tricks to help you customize and get even more out of your assignment tracker. These work in both Google Sheets and Excel, though the steps differ slightly between the platforms. First, let's talk about changing the colors. If you want your template to match your style or school colors, it's easy to update the theme. For Google Sheets, simply click the paint bucket icon in the toolbar, click the pencil icon next to Custom, and then modify the colors in the accent 1 through 6 slots. You can also adjust the text color and chart background color, which acts as an additional accent color on this template. These changes automatically apply throughout the spreadsheet. If you're using Excel, the first step is to unprotect each tab on the spreadsheet. That way, the changed colors can update throughout each tab. Then, go to Page Layout and select Colors. If you're on a Mac like myself, you won't have the ability to update the individual accent colors. Instead, you can choose one of Mac's preset theme combinations, or upload your own custom color theme. Be sure to go back and protect each tab again so you don't accidentally edit any of the cells with formulas. Next, if you're using Google Sheets and find that the default 500 assignment rows aren't enough, you can add more rows easily. Just go to your Log tab and scroll all the way to the bottom. Enter the number of rows you'd like to add, and then click Add at the bottom. Highlight the last original row, and then drag the blue dot down to copy formulas into the new rows. Remember to repeat these steps on the Assignment Overview tab if needed. If you're using Excel, this step can be a bit trickier. To make it easier, I've already included space to log up to 1,000 assignments, which should be more than enough for the entire school year. Now let's talk about the Calendar tab. By default, it only shows 5 assignments per day, but you can increase this to see up to 10 assignments. Go to the Calendar tab, and then click the arrows between the rows that you want to display. So let's say you end up having 8 assignments due on January 6th. Simply click the arrows between rows 24 and 30 to view the extra space where those assignments would appear. To hide the extra rows again, simply right-click the row number and select Hide Rows. Finally, you can customize date and time formats to match your preference. For example, you might want to switch from a 12-hour to a 24-hour clock. For Google Sheets, highlight the cells that you want to change, go to Format, Number, and Custom Date and Time. Select your preferred format, and then click OK. Repeat to adjust the date format if needed. For Excel, highlight the cells that you want to change, right-click, click Format Cells, Number, Custom, and then enter your desired format. And that's how you use the Assignment Tracker template. If you have any questions, be sure to send me a message through my Etsy store, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.